Hey Sagittarius, and welcome to your May 2017 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky, and I'm here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. Big month for you guys. Very powerful, potent, energetic month. Probably a lot more so than many other signs right now as we move into through Taurus and into Gemini time at the end of May, which is your opposite sign, which will probably be a very profound time for you. You have a lot coming from the past that kind of sends shivers up your spines. I keep getting like really tingliness in my entire body. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Sagittarius is in a very maybe even nostalgic place, which is strange for you. I feel that you have been here recently in my readings, though. You're disconnected. You're feeling a bit of discord type of energy because Saturn is in your sign. A little bit of pain, a little bit of feeling as if you're suffering, but in reality you're not. You're actually thriving in ways you don't understand. You're having options that you never thought you would because Saturn has given you something that you didn't think it could give you. For those of you who are major astrology people, you know that Saturn is in your sign, and you know it's been there for a while, and it's going retrograde right now, which is very significant. I would like to make a video on it on my channel specifically, and for all the other retrograde planets, so let me know if that's something that interests you guys. But you're feeling it, Sag, more so than anyone. It makes sense. It's in your sign, especially for those of you Sagittarians born later in the Sagittarius cycle, so like whereabouts of like December 13th to the 21st, that you're feeling it most strongly right now for sure. The other Sages have been feeling it up until now very strongly. And it's just a time where you guys have a lot on your plate. You have 10 of Wands as your central theme. I'm not surprised at all. That's a very Saturnian card. It represents having fun, having fulfillment, having joy, doing things that do fulfill you, but seeing the side of those things that makes you feel like it's not right, seeing the side of those things that is so hard, so difficult. Some people can achieve success in your field, in what you're doing, you know, whether that be your career or your family or your relationship. Some people get it so much easier, it seems like, Sag, and there could be a tendency to be envious of other people's successes, a tendency to be envious of other people's luck, because you are feeling a little bit disconnected from luck right now. You're ruled by Jupiter, Sag, which is the luck planet, so you are inherently born with a lot, but when Saturn transits through your sign, as it does every 30 years, so as a side note, think back to 30 years ago, if you're that old, and think of where you were. It was a similar time. Anyway, so a lot of people achieve a lot easier than you right now, and you have that potential to feel envious of other people's successes, and it will be good to instead use that as a motivation to create something even better, because throughout this period of time, Sag, you may not hear that you're the best in your field. You may not hear that people are very proud of you, that people are, you know, rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, Sag. Just let that be known. Sorry for my stuttering. Let it be known, Sag, that I am ruling for you, as I am a Scorpio, so I have just had Saturn through my sign. I've come out on the other side of it, and I have survived. And let me tell you, the time that Saturn was in my sign of Scorpio, which was like 2012 to 2015, let me tell you, that was a trying time, and I've come out on the other side. I have stuff in Sagittarius. In fact, I have things in late Sagittarius, a lot of planets, actually. So I am going through another Saturn transit, and it is tough. It is tough, but this feels more versatile than Saturn in Scorpio. So do capitalize on that, Sag. Saturn in Sagittarius is very much an oxymoron because, again, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is Saturn's opposite principle. So Saturn is confused in Sagittarius, okay? Unlike Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto and Mars, and Saturn is very much loving and understanding of Pluto-Mars energy. So it was very direct in Scorpio. In Sag, it's not so much, though. It's you kind of have an issue with Saturn and Sag of not knowing what the world is trying to teach you, not knowing what symbols are applying to what. It can sometimes not actually be the best time for extremely spiritual activities because there's just a chance of it feeling so deep and so overwhelming. Like if you're trying to think about symbolism, or you're trying to think about authenticity or healing at a deep level, you have so many different things to latch onto with Saturn and Sagittarius and it's a bit contradicting as well. So, you know, it's good to be spiritual in this time, Sag, but honestly, if you just want to click away from this video, it's not so bad. I don't mean to, you know, not advertise for my channel or whatever, but it's really good to experience life right now, Sag. It's really good to experience people, to experience. It may not be the most rewarding experience until Saturn's out of Sag, and you'll look back and realize how much this made you successful in the future once Saturn's to Aquarius, for sure, after Capricorn. But, you know, it is a good time for readings where somebody can be direct with you and somebody can, you know, really tell you how things are. But for your own kind of self-reflection and trying to come to your own conclusions, it's hard to come to conclusions with Saturn and Sag. And, you know, you're feeling that this entire time, Sag. So I'm going to look at this from the week-to-week standpoint, and I'm going to try to help you to understand how to make things more concrete for yourself. Okay, so in the first week, Sag, you guys have the Tower reversed, rooted down by Queen of Swords. This is somebody who's been a long runner in your life. It seems like somebody who's been here for a long time that is creating a lot of discord, or you feel that they are. I feel that you've had a similar energy as this for a while in your readings. You feel like everything could come crashing down, and you feel like there's this one person at the center of it that you may not want to see have to experience the burn or have to experience the devastation. So you feel like you're wanting to continue a pattern or a cycle that doesn't suit you just for the well-being of others. This is normal during a Saturn transit, where you would rather feel pain than like create some kind of big change or something. You want things to stay consistent with Saturn, but it really can't in Saturn and Sag. With Saturn and Scorpio, it was a little bit different. Scorpio being ruled by Pluto, there was like something that needed to be consistent there. But here, it's good to have structured inconsistency, okay? That's a really, again, it's a kind of an oxymoron type of energy, but that's what Saturn and Sag is. Structure your inconsistencies, Sag, and like, so for instance, you're wanting to travel. I see that you would really like to be other places right now. You know, maybe tell yourself, okay, I'm going to set a date and a time and save up the proper funds to go somewhere that I have no clue where is yet. Or I'm going to, on July 21st or something, I'm going to start saving now to go to the airport. And I'm not going to choose where I'm going to go until I get to the airport. Things like that will give you so much right now, Sag. And as somebody with Sagittarius placements myself, that just seems like really exciting. And it seems like the right thing. You know, thinking tomorrow I'm going to go to the airport and go wherever I want, that's going to make Saturn upset with you. But giving yourself time to structure it and to prepare for something that is very just spontaneous. Okay, spontaneity is okay with Saturn and Sag, but you have to be prepared for the spontaneity. And that gives you so much here. So do something like that, Sag. It may not be something with traveling, but apply that somewhere in your life that is very creative or very needing of something new, and tell yourself when you're going to do it and just get ready for it, and then don't really plan it all out until it's time, and you will see yourself really thriving a lot through that. Okay? But again, relating to the first week of May for you guys, maybe the best thing to do is to tell yourself, okay, I'm going to let this flow. I'm going to let what falls fall, and I'm not going to be the foundation for other people. Because honestly, Sag, some people could be using you. Some people could be taking advantage of you. Some people could be leeching off of you. And there's another thing about Saturn that some people I don't think quite catch on to, because everyone thinks that they have to suffer through a Saturn transit. But Saturn demands that you do not give people what they don't deserve. So, and that, whatever that entails, is okay with Saturn. So some people might think, okay, I'm in this codependent relationship where I can't be authentic and this person is taking so much from me, but I am having a Saturn transit, therefore I just have to endure that. Saturn demands that you end that and that you give somebody what they deserve. If you have to, what looks like ruin somebody's life so that they are no longer a leech off of you, Saturn is very proud of that. Okay? And that's an example where we can liberate ourselves in a Saturn transit. through giving people what they deserve. Okay, and what do people deserve? That's where this gets complicated, because you don't want to be unfair to somebody. Like if somebody has been loyal to you and somebody has supported you and you choose to give them a difficult circumstance just because you want to be liberated, period, Saturn will punish you deeply for something like that. Okay, so you just have to have a very good filter and understanding of fairness, of what people deserve. Again, how do you understand what people deserve? Where are their hearts at, Sag? You're a very good judge of this. It doesn't take a lot from you to understand where somebody's heart is, okay? You know, just because somebody has maybe said bad words to you or been a bit of a destructive force in your life doesn't mean their heart is in the wrong place. And you know that very strongly. Now is not a good time, Sag, to use things against people for your well-being. Like, you called me this name this time, or you had a temper tantrum that one time and it hurt me, therefore I'm going to punish you with the force of 20,000 Saturns. Not a good time. Saturn demands fairness. But if it's fair, you know, do what you have to do, okay? Moving into the second week, you guys, you have 7 of Wands reversed, rooted down by 4 of Pentacles reversed. You feel beneath other people. You feel below other people, which is so strange for you. You're usually such a shining beacon of energy. But Saturn, as we're talking about, you are wanting to be more reserved. That's the Saturn energy again. You have so much on your plate. You have so much that you're dealing with. 7 of Wands connected to 10 of Wands too. That's like 17 wands, 17 things that you have going right now that feel like they have the force of the world. You're not below anybody, Sag, and you have created these things. You have created these like 17 wands in your life, or it may just be 2 or 3 different things that feel like they have you so scattered. You've created them, therefore you can end them if you choose. 10 of Wands is a card of endings, and it is your central theme. So this could be an end to the destabilizing energy. This could be an end to the crossroads archetype represented by the Lovers. The second week, though, Sag, has you understanding that you're on the same level or even above other people, not beneath them, and understanding how you need to hold back. How do you need to reserve yourself? How do you need to save money and finances? That's what you're called to understand in the second week. In the third week, Sag, 10 of Cups, rooted down by 4 of Swords reversed. There's a sudden shift here. What can I say? You can finally realize something that you've wanted for a long time. You can finally materialize that thing through these huge things that happened to you in the first 2 weeks. And it's been happening ever since Saturn has been in your sign, but it's very potent here. The family values come up here. Traditions come up here. You may have a new idea of what that is for you. A change in authenticity. You have 2 10s, Saturn, 10 of Cups and 10 of Wands. Something ends in May. What do you want that to be? Do be prepared for it. You know, there's things that need to end in your cycle. With Saturn, there's always something that needs to end. So take some time to reflect on what that is. Is it a relationship that's never been working? Is it the need to punish other people? Is it the need to make a certain amount of money? Is it the need to feel poor? Okay, something ends here, Sag, and let it be something that benefits your authentic person. That being rooted down by the 4 of Swords reversed means that you can't overexert yourself. You know, Sag has always been able to push through the pain, push through the burnout, rise above the feeling of inability. Not with Saturn, Sag. You have to know when to pull back. You have to know when a limitation is coming forward. This is the last time that Saturn will be retrograde in your sign for the next 30 years. You must learn something here. Learn something here. I'm clapping with you so that you guys can understand how important it is that Saturn is retrograde the last time. Oftentimes when Saturn goes retrograde for the last time in a sign, it comes with a huge change, a huge test, and huge obstacle. I don't mean to scare you guys, because whatever happens, happens. You know, you go what direction you go. But you're prepared for this. Whenever Saturn comes through, it was time. Saturn is not unfair. Saturn is always fair. That's one thing to remember. It does not treat you in any kind of way that is not what you deserved, okay? And I don't mean to upset any of you, because I've been there. You know, I'm a Scorpio. Scorpios can tell you about the last 4 years of their life, and you can learn. Be around Scorpios, Sag. Talk to some Scorpios that you know, or somebody with strong Scorpio placements. They'll be very helpful for you in this time. You know, ask Scorpios how they were around July of 2015, or in even 2014 it can be as well. Ask Scorpios about their experience during that time, and it will help you very much for this time as you go through that as well in the summer of 2017 here. But you get in what you put out, Sag. If you have high intentions, you do fabulously. You evolve beautifully here. In the 4th week, Sag, is the Lovers reversed. You're down by the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Your Major Arcana comes in here as in the 1st week. You know, this is where you choose, Sag, because Saturn has gone retrograde, and you get to make the choice of which direction you want to go with that. Do you want to become self-destructive, or do you want to become self-creative? One thing that you realize is that luck doesn't do it for you starting now. It becomes your power, your actual ability to manifest. This isn't riding by the seat of your pants. This is... And, okay, so again, I have to make a little bit of a... I have to clarify a little bit here, because riding by the seat of your pants, being spontaneous and open to universal energy, is different than not owning up to what you've created and choosing to go a different direction, okay? It's okay to be spontaneous. It's okay to be open to universal energy. But when you have made decisions, when you have rooted yourself down, Sag, as you have during a Saturn transit, you can't just walk away, because you'll be forever reminded of that. So choose to continue something that you've been doing for a long time, and you get a lot of rewards. And, you know, dot all your I's and cross all your T's, Sag. Don't rely that the right person is going to be in the right place at the right time and view your thing with the right mentality. Ooh, that's dangerous territory, Sag. Make your content the right thing at the right time, written with the right, or produced with the right mentality. And then you completely win, Sag. That's it. That's your reading for May. If you would like to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising sign, it's up in the top left-hand corner. Also, you can book a reading with me here or subscribe to my channel. I don't mean to be mean at all to you guys or anything, because you guys are shining beautifully. You guys are powerful forces to be reckoned with in this month. Use it wisely, and you benefit so much. I will see you guys soon. Much love. Bye.